Yep. Just want to make sure. Well, Among Us in a bit, Bravest. We got Minecraft first, and then we'll get to Among Us.
Oh, by the way, there might be something wrong with /spawn.
Oh no.
Ronir is just suffocating a wall every time he's done that.
Interesting. I'll take a look. Do I need music?
I've done it myself, and it hasn't happened to me, so I don't know what's going on.
I got you. Yeah, I've never had it happen to me.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. I am streaming, by the way, just as a heads up.
Alright.
I just like to let people know whenever I'm live.
Okay. By the way, for the judges tiers, you can't sit in the side ones.
I'm excited. Where am I?
You're in the courthouse. Oh, see, it kicks you out over here.
Yeah, chairs never work, honestly.
The middle one does, kinda.
Well, this one's semi-working, it seems.
So you two and Sass are the judges, right?
Yeah, I think it's weird. Sass is the judge in his own trial.
That's what I don't even know. Is like, we're just presenting the evidence that we have.
Yeah, is this trying to just figure out who it was?
Yeah, so it's okay in this situation that the plaintiff is a judge, but at the same time, like, I can't see that going very. I can't see that going very smoothly during sentencing.
Let's see. There it is. I realized I didn't have my Minecraft open. It's like you can't claim to play Minecraft without having Minecraft open, right?
Your character's right here.
Oh, well, there that goes.
Oh, while we're here, how do I make a copy of my deed for the chest?
Yes. I know Maya was also asking that question.
I have my.
And I didn't have time. So, what you need to do is you need to place the book that you would like to copy in the left portion here. Now right-click this lever.
When I did that before, it said.
Now you have a plate.
Hilovods, Hilocorp Deed 1.
Wait, really? Ah, you know what? Because let me see the book. Oh, I'm in creative. Let me see your book. So, oh.
I have it back.
Here. First, let me put myself in spread. Okay. So you have to right-click and wait. Here, let me. Oh wait. Okay, cool. So once you've done that, you have to you have to click.
Like, you see what we were having trouble? Because it gives us your deed.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like, your book's not in it anymore, is it?
No, it's not. You had to do something, I remember. Like, here, put it in there. And then right-click above, like above to the top left. Like above the book.
Type setting book management?
Yeah. Do you see your book in there?
No, it just says there's discard and exit in a blank, like, screen.
Yeah, interesting. That's all I had to do. We'll figure that.
It only gives your deed now.
We can figure that out in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what was going on. That's why we were like.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
I'll have to make it.
Yeah, I got a copy.
How do you want them, Andrea?
My deed too. I didn't realize we had to copy it. I just thought we had to put it down in there, so I just kind of had
This
it.
is town hall where they keep the stuff to make sure.
We'll probably find a way to digitize it, like I have the land calculator. We'll probably do something like that, but we'll figure that out. Hey, Chetty Boy! Thank you for the 15 months and welcome. Hello as well, Julie PTC. Hello, Superior Sass. Not even a plaintiff. This trial without me even inputting. This is an investigation, not a trial. I think we have a little bit of both. Sage has done most of the investigation already. Sage has evidence ready to present. So I think we're going to just all gather, hear out the evidence, hear if there needs to be any sort of more. Think of it more like a town hall meeting, right? Like, the judges will be there, you know, and we'll all present our evidence that we've seen that we think. We'll present problems with the evidence that we currently have, and then we will see whether or not we should make a decision. Yes.
I built this jetpack today. I really like it. I'm gonna go into spectator mode to see if I can find some stuff.
I was gonna. Oh, hi, command block. Are you in spectator mode? Do you see it?
I'm not yet.
Is it change game mode 4?
I got it. I'm in spectator. Like, no, there's no, like, yes, I see his stuff. Kind of.
Where is it?
Well, it's floating, there's a slime, there's arrows and maybe a shovel floating right above the command block, the purple one.
Right. Give me a second. Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, that's a dagger sacrifice. I didn't see anything else. Do I need to go down to y equals 5?
There we go. Yeah, just, I think that would be it.
There is nothing down here at y equals 5.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome all to the trial of... I guess it's not even a trial. It's sort of a half investigation.
Half trial.
Half trial, half investigation. I'll just get Thronir, whatever Thronir is missing. We should be good. But hope all have been well.
If it's done through a glitch, then
Yeah, yeah, and I'm more than happy to help people out.
Yeah, same here. We need to get more people in the voice chat because
I know.
we can't hear investigators right now.
We're gonna need Sage in here, too. Okay.
There we go. That fixed it.
What?
Look at what I did to the chair.
How did you rotate it?
Alright, we should be good.
Magic.
Still good. The heck?
If you could, Sage, you don't need to be, but it'll probably be easier if we can hear you firsthand, since you have a lot of evidence here. We have a lot to discuss.
Re-rotate the chairs.
What did you do with the screwdriver? I also need to...
Yeah, the wrench can rotate items.
There we go. Do I need anything?
Bruh.
There we go.
Like, you haven't seen a cursed item until you've seen a half-rotated bed.
Alright.
These chairs are impossible.
Oh,
Ooh,
who
nope,
gave me
never mind.
grape soda?
Oh, someone is doing reception.
Oh, wonderful.
You know,
Isn't that Ninja? Isn't Ninja
yeah,
doing
I'm
that?
pretty sure Ninja's doing a reception.
Who are we missing?
Let's see, is Sage here?
Let's see.
I do exist, yes.
Hello, Sage.
Sage.
Hello, Watermelandrea.
Hello.
Let me turn down my Ape Escape music just a smidge. Is this everybody? Let's see.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Text, come on. Or Trex. Look at this.
Yeah, is your name? What do you prefer to be called? I've been like calling you T-Rex.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Just call me Matt.
Okay, Matt.
Call
Gotcha.
me Matt.
Look at this torch over here.
I like
Davis. Look.
the. Oh, that's funny. Just leave it. See if anybody notices. So we're none of us are able to sit in our chairs.
I can. Kind of.
Oh, almost got one. Oh, awesome. We will give it just a second
Guess
then.
we should all just stand.
Yeah, we'll just stand.
That's up there.
Is Maya around? Slash, I imagine we should get Maya, our president, to help
Yes.
run the thing.
I'm just gonna break all the judges' chairs.
That's fine.
This isn't working.
I'll just put them in storage up here.
Perhaps Maya can give us a few opening words.
And okay,
And-
all the judges are here.
Beautiful. I like to think my headcanon is that Sass has just sort of out of spite and pity put together this whole court just to figure out like which one of us has done it in like a game of Clue style. All right, let's see.
Was it Mr. Green?
We know the court's broken if anybody thinks it's me.
It's Peacock. It's Peacock. I don't even think you were on yet. Yeah.
I wasn't
No.
on mine the day of the explosion because I was out of town.
Let me
unless I
also.
godly timing.
Stas's base exploding is what made me join.
There are a few. bet. There are a few usernames I need to add, including Chair Beth.
Oh, I can
Whitelist
only do that to
add
torches on call.
the Parthernax. Whitelist add. Post it 2000. Whitelist add. Was Quindert?
I don't think Quinder did want to join the server. I don't know if.
Okay. Is it just Quindert
Yes.
for the username?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just add that. If I need to add it again, just let me know. But hello, Maya. I feel like it'll be best if we sort of hand things over to you. How would you like to run this, Madam President?
Yeah. Okay. So I assume how it's gonna go is we have our 3 judges all lined up up there, and one by one we will have anyone who wants to present any evidence, or if anyone wants to interrogate anyone, they can go up there and call anyone that they need to up to the stand or present their own evidence as they've seen it. We'll go through until everyone has presented all of their evidence, and then from there, if no one else has anything else to add, the judges will go into their own little room over here to deliberate, and yeah, they will come to their decision of who they think the guilty is, and then following that, any suitable punishment that they find.
Awesome. Judges, do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay, so who are we going to be listening to? Who's going to talk?
So it'll be we'll just call people and it'll be people in the voice chat. So, or they'll if they're not in the voice chat, they can just type it out.
Got it.
Cool. Any other questions?
Who goes to the stand first?
Well, whoever you guys would like to call.
I mean,
I love finally getting to be able to kind of take a back seat in terms of the leadership / government. I get to just watch.
well, first off, I'd say we start with Sass. After all, it was his place that exploded. Let's hear about that. Hear some context for this.
Sass, can you join the voice chat as well? And by that I mean get in here, Sass. I see
in the
you.
room.
Sass is in the room. Yeah, there's Sass.
What is needed?
I believe they have general
Just some
questioning for you.
context. Like,
Where's this?
what happened?
Where's the stand?
The stands are there.
There it is.
Just let me do. Okay. What's up? What's happened? I mean, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened.
Did you have any beef with anybody?
Technically, yes. I personally don't think so, but probably, yeah.
Who was this with?
There's probably like a couple of them. There was Evan, who burned down my restaurant. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, Evgar John Run. He burned down my restaurant like 2 weeks ago or something like that. I wouldn't say it's beef because I never retaliated, but you know. I don't know. That's about it. That's all I can think of.
Was he online at this time?
No.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the
Okay,
only
well, that's
person I
about-
can think of.
That's about the only question I had for you. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, wasn't online. That's it. Yeah. So, thank you. You can dismount the witness stand.
Oh wait, hold on. That's not where I go.
Yeah, you're a judge. You can you can chill.
Okay. Next, I think we call honestly, the head investigator for this case, Emerging Sage.
I was about to walk to the stand. Wow. Well, get up there, Sage.
Like right here.
Yeah.
So I do have a couple pieces of evidence that I've found with the warrant that Maya gave a couple of us. So first of all, I've already put this picture in the Discord of a list of every player who was online right before the explosion started. So you can look at that if you ever need that for reference. But first of all, I think the most important piece of evidence that we have is the giant hole in the void, or the giant hole in the bedrock that leads to the void.
I see
Tyler
that.
and I did some testing later on, and no matter how much TNT we put down there, it could not break the bedrock. And I do have some more things. I don't remember if it was Hilo or Bio that discovered this, but this could either be... We did find a tunnel leading straight down into one of the caves that was blown into a TNT that goes down, basically. And found by Thronir, we also have another mine that leads directly into the TNT caverns.
Interesting. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, Sage is posting screenshots in the SAS Mystery Arc Discord channel.
That is fair. Definitely probably should have said that.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Also, if you have physical evidence in game, like a book or anything like that, you can put in that chest. That's great.
So, one more thing I have, it's just to lead into my main topic, is this perfectly rectangular hole that goes directly down into bedrock. This looks like where, after Hilo disabled the TNT, it stopped actually exploding and just kind of disappeared. So that looks like where it was placed. It was placed in perfectly rectangular orientations, unless someone just decided to make a 6x6 rectangular hole in the ground. So this evidence that I have so far leads me to believe that whoever the culprit is probably had operator permissions and used commands to, one, get the probably thousands of TNT, and two, break the bedrock, which was probably kind of obvious, but it's better to have proof of this kind of thing.
May I comment on that as the server operator and the person who knows who has those powers at that time?
So just as my final point, we do have the list of people who were online, and Hilo does have a list of people online who were opt. So that brings down our prime suspects to just a few people. I think that's just from top to bottom. That's me, Hilo, Maya, Guatemalandria, and Rylesman725. Blue Dog was online at the time of the explosion, but he was not opt until afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
That is all the evidence I have.
Thanks, Sage.
Okay.
Yes, may I?
Yes.
All right,
I was going
okay.
to call you up next.
Excellent. Hi, everybody. My name is Hilo. I own the server that we are currently on. And I used that that sort of unique position I'm in to look at some evidence regarding server commands, operator, etc. So as Sage had mentioned, there are but a few people who have the power to use commands on this server, and they are let me actually grab those real quick so we can say everybody. But mainly it is myself, Maya, Rylesman, Emerging Sage, Biotic Hazard, Superior Sass. Did I say Rylesman? And then
You did say Rylesman.
and then now Blue Dog. Blue Dog. It is important to note that Blue Dog was not opt until after the explosion, which leaves sort of Maya, myself. I think Guatemalandrea is opt. Yeah, Guatemalandrea is opt as well. So myself, Maya, Guatemalandrea, Sage, Biotic Hazard, Sass, and Rylesman are the main suspects for actually blowing things up. I will say, based on the video evidence, I was not the one to light the TNT. And because I was streaming at the time, you could see I was walking around very far away. Beyond that,
I was not
Brandon
online
was not
that
online.
Friday.
Yep, that is correct. And that is true. A fuse could have been used, but that's the same as saying if I used a fuse, anybody here could have used a fuse. That doesn't mean. We'll get to actual accusations and such in a bit. But as for those who had off power, who were on at the time, it was myself, Maya, Sage, Guatemalandrea, and Rylesman. As for I do want to mention, I could not see if anybody ran a command to use the give for TNT. I did look into that, and nobody that I know of used the give command for TNT, as well as very few people used the creative command prior to the actual explosion. I also looked into people using the fill command or the replace command, and none of those commands were used either. So I don't, as much as I want to say that the bedrock hole is a problem, I don't think it has to be somebody who is opt, because I from those commands not being used, I still would like to know what explosive could have been placed to blow up the TNT.
I will say people in creative can break bedrock just by hitting it.
Yes, they can.
They could that could have happened.
Which is an important point. Looking in the SAS Mystery Arc channel, again, you'll notice the list of people that were online right before the explosion. It's also been pointed out to me, because I was the one who was the main suspect, that I thought Thronier could have done it. As we had a potential eyewitness report from Lucas that said, hey, somebody teleported in here and teleported away. However, I'd like to make it known that there was no way that Thronier could have done that in the time span. At least light the TNT. Unless there was just a really long timer, which I would hope somebody has a redstone or modded explanation for before we assume there was a fuse or was a timer like that.
I will say,
But-
with Britannia, you can make, using a hovering hourglass, redstone clocks up to an hour long.
Interesting.
There are also in vanilla Minecraft there are certain circuits you can make using like furnaces and stuff that take like hours to actually go off.
Interesting.
So there are explanations for if there was a fuse.
My only half problem is maybe the how did it get there and where did it start? You know, we don't have a location. You know, we don't have like a starting location for it, right? That we've at least found. But I think that's all I had. All I wanted to say is that the replace and fill commands weren't used. A few people did go in and out of creative, myself included. Was there anything else I was going to say? But I could not actually see if anybody was. I didn't see if anybody gave themselves like TNT, just using like a give command. So they could have gotten it while in creative, but that's all.
Okay, thank you. I feel like the next people we should hear from are Maya and Guatemala Andrea, as they've been named two of the suspects. We need to give them a chance to defend themselves. So,
I mean, I can first.
okay.
Okay.
Sorry to, somewhat accuse the president, but
Yeah. During the time of the explosion, I was standing in the town hall. I was standing there next to Davis and Riley. At one point, like they had both run off to do things, but I really didn't leave the hall for most of it. Yeah, I don't really know what else I should say other than that, because I don't really know anything other than that. I tried to run over when I heard that there was stuff exploding, and my game immediately crashed. My PC cannot handle anything.
Same with the server.
Yeah.
Davis, can you confirm that I was in town hall?
I believe I can. I didn't have a map open, but the only people I saw near the location were Blue Dog and Riles Man, to be fair. But I'm not saying that those were the only two. I was just saying I only knew Riles Man was heading in that direction and could have been over there. And I knew that Blue Dog was the one to find it. So.
Questions you'd like to ask me, though, I'm free to answer anything.
No, I don't really have any.
I'm sorry.
Either
Can we hold Sass in contempt of court?
Yeah.
Do you hear this?
Yeah. Could you please stop that?
Let's see.
Okay. Well, Maya's spoken, so
I think.
Andrea?
Sorry, real quick. I think it's also important to note that when I say that I had brought up several times in the Discord that Lucas saw somebody and then saw somebody teleport away, but as of 4:26, Lucas said, I can't tell if this is a typo or not, but I didn't say I saw somebody do that. I said I figured it was that because the explosion started as soon as I loaded the chunk. So, it is not like Lucas has not seen anybody blow it up, but he just thought somebody teleported in and blew it up because once he was there, the
So
TNT
the
started
assumption is
exploding.
that they set the fuse, but then unloaded the chunk. So
Yes. So then whoever, yeah. Anyway, that's all.
Okay, a question of incentive. The three presidential candidates were Sass, Riles, and Maya, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Was Sass a front runner in this presidential election?
No. As vote tallier, I can agree,
I got 2 votes. One of them was mine.
and one of them was me.
So
There was some scandals before the election that may have hurt his chances.
nah.
Were any of these scandals bad enough to warrant such violent action against his base?
There was an accusation of griefing from Biotic Hazard.
I do not recall what you're talking about.
I think I'm thinking of the cactus incident. But I think that was mainly towards me because I was the one who did that.
You're talking about when you replaced all the cactus with baby cactus?
Yes. Could you say it louder for everybody to hear of what an awesome prank I pulled?
I had a cactus farm, and he replaced every single one of those cacti with baby cacti, which do not grow.
Thank you.
That was annoying, but you admitted it.
Yes.
So I did not hold Sass responsible because it was not him.
Yes. Only other thought I could think of is Sass technically did sell Biotic Hazard's land. I don't think that was something that warrants that. I mean, I don't think that would have warranted any sort of destroying of the base.
Did he get that land back?
Yes.
In a roundabout way through Thronier. But yes.
The matter's been resolved.
Yes, it has.
Okay.
Okay, how many of those did you get, Sass?
Oh, I'm not drinking them.
Are you just starting to drink them?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, so we
Gotta
haven't
keep
heard
the
from
energy going.
Watermelon Drea yet.
Yeah, I can come up.
Okay. Please, quiet in the court.
I'm not even drinking that one.
Order. Is it even possible to
Don't
hold
mind
a
me.
judge in
I'm
contempt?
just watching.
Okay.
What am I?
Yes. What I was doing that day, correct?
Yes.
At that time? I was actually at my flower shop doing some decorating. And then I had no clue what was going on until I saw Blue Dog's messages in the chat saying that Sass's land was getting blown up. And so I went to TP to spawn just to see if I could go see what's going on. And then my game crashed. I think that's about the time when everyone's game crashed.
Can anyone
What
confirm that?
mods?
I can't. I can confirm that everybody's games crashed at the time of the server crash. Yes.
Can anyone confirm that you were in your flower shop?
There's no way to confirm.
There's no way.
No.
I live so far. The only way to confirm was if someone had checked the map.
How long is this fuse in this like Botania map or mod or whatever?
You mean the hovering hourglass?
Yes.
It depends what sand you put in. Regular sand up to a stack is 1 per second. Red sand is 10 seconds per sand, and soul sand is a minute per sand.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be up to 64 minutes.
And is this same mod the one that flowers come from?
But Titania is the flower mod. That is true.
I haven't gone that far in Botania, actually. I don't think I've started that mod yet.
Okay. That's getting really annoying.
Just drinking my soda.
Please, no food or drink in the court.
Drink the soda one more time.
Uh,
So there also is, so what I just spawned in for myself and have placed in front, there also is a timer in RF tools that you can set the
Wonderful.
delay in ticks. 20 ticks is 1 second. So,
so that could have also been used.
you know, notice here, now I've set it to a very high number and it will tick down very slowly. However, I think...
There's also a dark utilities timer and a project integration timer.
I think, however, I believe the chunks would have to stay loaded with that. So
Yes, with timers, chunks do have to stay loaded.
yeah, for the timers to continue ticking. So that's also important to note.
Unless there's also a chunk loader, which was then destroyed in the blast.
Mm-hmm. I do have one other. I feel like it's important that I'm just remembering. And I can provide a screenshot of this just so I'm not accused of. Okay. So a week ago from today, we held the election. And immediately after the server and stream ended, I did get this message. I posted it in the SAS Mystery Arc. For those who don't know what it says Rylesman, a DM from Rylesman725 a week ago that said, Anarchy Arc begins now.
Oh.
And the reply of hilovods was, I love it.
Yes. I will let it be known that I love the enthusiasm of any type of arc on the server. I'm enthusiastic about what you guys are enthusiastic about.
So that's why you said I love it, correct?
My enthusiasm, yes.
Okay, so you do not love your anarchy to the point where you'd be a co-conspirator with Riles.
No.
And blowing up an entire nation.
No, I voted for SAS. My public record, let it be known, in the 2021 server election, I voted for SAS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Honestly, I believe that's all the defendants who are here. Would anybody like to make an accusation and their evidence?
Of course, Thronir. Yes, Thronir, I forgot about this. Thronir did tell me this.
The clicker. Is there a limit to how far away?
Or would it just increase the XP cost?
Do we know if anybody who has used that?
I'm very unfamiliar with it.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes things.
Sage also says that Sage has a question for Sass, by the way.
I may or may not have an answer.
So you do that's so the astral sorcery pavilion thing at the very corner of your base. Did you know that there was a 1x1 tunnel underneath that?
Nah, that's up the outside of my. Hold on, I gotta take a sip. Give me 1 second. Give me a sip. Gotta take a sip of this soda.
Are you intoxicated, sir?
It's a really good soda. No, sir. No. That's on the outside of my base, like on the border wall. I never really go out to that spruce forest anyways. Oh, I have more sodas now. Thank you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's good stuff. It's really good stuff. What was your question?
It was just, do you recognize the 1x1 hole in the middle of the astral sorcery thing near your base that leads directly into the TNT caverns?
Nah. I don't go out there.
Okay,
Really
just
that
making
much.
sure that wasn't one of your mines and it's not just like evidence.
No,
that
I
isn't
don't.
really evidence.
I don't. My mind wasn't over there. I think it was on the outside, towards like. Actually, it was like under my restaurant and a little bit went towards that oil spout over to the never eat shredded wheat side, west side. Man,
Would that
the soda's
happen to be
soda's
the
a lot.
hole in the sand that I sent for Article E of evidence?
No. Where's
Okay.
that at? Like, what side? I don't know.
Thronir did show me that. I don't remember exactly what side that's on. Oh, conveniently, I do have a picture of that exact piece of evidence without the map taken out. So
I mean, I don't know where it is, so I can't tell you if it's there or not.
It's north of your base, I think.
No. Didn't have anything up there.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, so Article B, the perfectly rectangular hole that leads to where that leads to where the TNT didn't detonate. So you have a log of who went in creative prior, right? Like immediately
It could have been
before.
made with a hammer.
Yes,
the hammer
I do.
The hammer does cut perfectly rectangular holes.
Okay, so the hammer does that, but it's not going to create a hole in bedrock, right?
No. Bedrock,
Okay,
for all
so-
intents and purposes, should be invincible.
Okay, so okay, so everybody who went in creative, can you figure out when they went back to survival? When
Yes.
they went back to survival.
So
my bad.
this was actually this was something that Sage and I had a good talking about. We thought we did think it was important. The longest period of time in which anybody was in creative was, I believe, it was Superior Sass, but I believe it was
19 minutes, I believe?
yeah, it was 19 minutes, which to me is definitely not long enough.
And I can tell you what I was doing in that 19 minutes.
What were you doing?
So,
Elaborate.
that was the lava curtain that got destroyed in the last server. I
And-
was made a promise that I could refill it.
That is true. I did tell him that. I can
So
confirm.
that's what that is.
Which, interesting.
How do we know this wasn't a self-sabotage, though? I mean, really.
Because
I mean,
I don't. It's the same way that how do we not know that anybody did? I just don't think we know enough.
SAS also wasn't online right before the explosion started.
Yeah, so even if SAS set it all up, the question is still who lit it? Or how did it light?
Yeah, which there are thousands of, but the bedrock thing. I mean, that brings up the point that you turned off TNT,
Yes.
so there's a good possibility that whoever. I mean, there's a good possibility that whoever put it was breaking it to cover their tracks.
Breaking the TNT?
Yes.
Hmm.
And based off the shape of the crater, I could probably figure out that it exploded from the top down.
I think, well, Sage and I did some flying around, and that was part of the reason why both of us were in creative. And there are sort of like crossing tunnels throughout the thing. So it's more than just like the one explosion that you see here, but there are like very square tunnels that go off in some directions, you know, as if it were like more laid out than just. I don't know what else I was going to say. My only thought to what Sage just said is that a good few of us were in Sass's base before the explosion, and we would have seen TNT if it were on the surface.
Also, I would have seen TNT if it was on the surface.
Yeah, like
It's my base.
You know, so I think, and in the same vein that like one of us reported, and myself even reported the explosion underneath the thing, I feel like we would have mentioned that.
Hmm.
All right, Ninja, please do. Also, howdy Woods, howdy Billy.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that, Ninja. I mean, Luna straight up has an island that fills up with creepers at nighttime.
Oh my goodness, somebody boosted the server. Who boosted the Minecraft server?
That was Luna.
Guys, we need one more boost. Please look deep within your heart. Boost the Minecraft server. I'll take my boosts away from the Dandy server. Woods is also saying, who's to say that I didn't do it?
That is true. You are the one who reads the logs, so there is always a chance that you have misled us.
Woods, if you did it, never come down to Florida.
Also, as a response to Brandon's comment, I will let it be known that I will happily give the logs, but to save everybody time and everybody the headache, I have actually looked through most of them. I'll make the logs public. I'm not scared.
I hear what you're saying, Ninja, but Luna does not.
Hello,
really does not agree
alerts?
Someone could
Dark
take-
Lord doesn't mean supervillain.
Does it?
Hmm.
I mean,
Also, howdy, Al.
she seems to have good intentions dabbled in dark art forms.
She wants to build a really cool castle.
Who supplies weapons on the server? I feel like
Well, I haven't made it to the business yet, but
okay. I gotcha. Thank you for the follow, Al. Is it Al Alarts? I feel like it's Al Arts because I know you do art, but I'm curious as for the name. Sorry guys, I'm talking to chat.
But still, the amount of TNT and the amount of gunpowder and sand needed are immense. And we probably would have noticed a hole in a desert considering that much sand.
well, it could. I mean, most of y'all have like jetpacks and wings and stuff, so I mean, there's a good chance that whoever did it could have just gone very far away to get sand. Can you
Yeah,
get
I
like a
mean,
map of like?
You have /home. You have commands like /home and /spawn. It's easy to get away, far away somewhere, and then really quick get back.
I will also say, under the IC2 machinery, you can turn cobblestone into sand.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the
Yeah.
sand's the
Okay,
easy
so
part.
And if you turn cobblestone into sand through the crusher, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the people who have done any electronics have a crusher, so there's a good amount of people who could just use cobblestone and not have to make a dent in the desert.
That's a good point. But still, the amount of gunpowder
Yeah.
is there.
Are there creeper
The-
farms in the game?
The only person who I can think of who would have any kind of spawner or farm for creepers is probably Luna at some point.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
You can also craft gunpowder, though. I mean, you don't have to use creepers. I mean, you could use like sulfur and saltpeter and all that sort of stuff.
That is also a good point. Where do you get sulfur from, though?
I have no idea. What the crafting menu thing says is that you get it from like sulfur clouds or tiny piles of sulfur dust, which come from ore washing plants whenever you put crushed lead ore in them.
I don't want to say this in an accusatory manner, but while I was just looking through the gunpowder recipes and uses and such, I noticed that you also use sulfur in the creation of pyrotheum dust. It's 1 sulfur, 2 blaze powder, and 1 redstone, I believe. No, sorry, that's how you get it. Never mind. No. You do craft it that way too. And the only I know Luna has a lot of that because I was looking at Luna's energy setup, and they're using magma dinos, whatever, dynamos. Sorry, magmatic dynamos. Yeah, with that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Luna also does have a witch farm. You can craft 3 witch hats to gunpowder.
How often do witches drop witch hats?
I
I
mean,
haven't killed a witch yet. They've always killed me.
as far as I'm aware, it's a generally rare drop, but if you have a spawner or a farm that just is constantly killing them, I can't imagine that they'd be the hardest to come by.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Luna's probably not the trigger man.
Like, she does not like griefing. I doubt if she would supply it if she knew it was for.
If anything,
Yeah.
I just stole it out of our area.
Where is Luna? Luna's like always online.
Another dimension.
No, but like, I think T-Rex was saying tonight. Like, where's Luna?
Oh, if I am... One sec.
Yeah, like if we could get them on the phone.
Luna is currently, I'm pretty sure, watching Pokemon Nuzlocke.
Interesting.
Someone shoot them a Discord message or something.
I'll...
Yeah, Sage, point it out. We've got all the time in the world.
So I just want to point out that most of the TNT was completely underground. And this is really weird to put that much TNT where it wouldn't even harm the surface. It's just, I have no idea why you would put that much TNT where it wouldn't even be seen by anybody. You could have expanded more throughout the base, but instead it was further underground, all the way to bedrock. And there were Hilo and Jamo and Thronir, and Bio can confirm this. There are many tunnels leading off in lots of different directions from there. The last probably 100 blocks or so.
I will also say that Blue Dog, Sass, and I did find connections underground to Biotic Hazard and Sage's base. That's not an accusation, but that is just something that could be known, could be important.
I will say that I haven't been in that mine since Sass told me to get out, basically.
Yes.
And Davis could probably confirm this, because I'm sure, or Hilo, or whatever, I'm sure you can confirm this, because you went down there and saw the diamonds that I left down there. If I went back there, I would have definitely taken those diamonds.
I can confirm. I'm not using that as an accusation. I'm just for whoever might need to know it. It's out there. F in the chat.
I was idle for too long.
You're good?
Yeah.
Who is still... Why can I still hear Sass drinking from...
So... Okay, so there are all those tunnels, and Sass was not aware of any of them?
I was aware of the one that Sage had made.
Yes.
And that's about it. I mind my, area towards the south.
I would also...
But then, towards the end when stream was happening, or, towards the end whenever the, I don't know, that night, that Saturday, Friday, I wasn't really in the mines ever. That whole last week, I was not in the mines. Almost ever.
I can also just vouch for myself in saying that I have not used a mine, and Guatemalandrea, I believe, can attest to this. There's a massive quarry behind... Was it Guatemalandrea who saw it? Andrew, was that you?
I haven't been to the quarry.
Oh, shoot. Who was it? Was that... Somebody was there. It was Thronir. There's a massive quarry that I've been digging out instead of actually using mines. Because I'm lazy and I don't like digging myself. So that could lead Oddjamo. Oddjamo is on often. Oddjamo could have potentially amassed TNT in the same vein that Luna has, potentially. It's also important to know that Oddjamo does have a few various farms, like Enderman farms, Blaze farms. Don't know what other kind of farms JMO could have. I like that T-Rex
So-
just has a gun pointed at all of us at any given moment, ready to blast.
Shooting sass.
That's so funny. What type of gun is that? Is that
It's the revolver.
revolver? Gotcha. I heard the railgun's pretty good.
That's above my pay grade.
Yeah, I'm just here with a chainsaw.
Okay, so. Oh, okay, so. JMO does have these mob farms, but he couldn't have been the trigger man. Same thing as Luna, correct?
I think JMO was on.
Yeah, I think he was.
JMO
Oh,
could have
okay,
been the
well-
triggerman.
That simplifies things, but we still. I mean, has anybody asked Luna about the
I have tried to contact.
mhm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Luna is saying she does not need to defend herself.
Interesting.
Well, that's suspicious.
Do we have a list of our suspects currently? And I can put it on this sign. Would anybody like to accuse somebody?
Well,
Before I lay this accusation down, is there any way to get sulfur or gunpowder or anything like it from bees?
well, you kind of gave away who you're accusing.
Yes, there is with powdery combs. I'm only looking at the recipes right now. So there is a way. I don't know how further than what this UI is telling me. Also, Woods would like to accuse somebody.
Okay, but you were saying about bees?
Yeah, well, Lucas keeps bees. A lot of bees. So I'm just. I'm curious how easily he could have procured gunpowder from these bees.
Sage is a resident bee breeder.
Yes, Sage, resident bee master, please tell us how easy is
Let
it
me
to
check
get
the
gunpowder
recipe real
from?
quick, 'cause I don't actually know this.
They're from creepy princesses, I think. Which I know nothing about. Oh wow, Wood says he's just kidding. Yeah, you get powdery combs from creepy princesses and austere princesses.
But you
Okay,
don't
so
get them
if you
from
had an
bees.
already existing bee setup, then you could probably get these relatively easily, but they definitely take some effort because they'd have to be made in a desert biome.
Well, is there anybody that has anything built in a desert biome?
I don't
I haven't
even
seen
know
any yet.
where a desert biome is. Has anybody found one?
I have seen a desert biome, but my
I
mod
have-
erased
Someone
it
gave me
earlier,
cords.
so
I have seen a desert biome because I have cactus, but I have not touched it since cactus.
Wait, was it Luna who gave you cords for the desert? Or was it
No.
Ninja? Was it Rasa? Who knew? Somebody did specifically give T-Rex cords to the.
Yeah.
Was it
I
Thronier?
think it was Luna.
Interesting. You hear that name a lot. Luna. LTS. Luna.
It seems like a pretty legit thing to believe because I mean, but at the same time, Luna their sole mission seems to be to disconnect from everything involving the overworld.
I would like to accuse somebody.
Who would
You're
that be?
listening?
I'd like to accuse Riles Man. I feel like Riles Man knows a lot about Minecraft, to where a creeper farm wouldn't be that hard for Riles Man
He's a
to
speedrunner
figure
after
out.
all.
That is a
I
fact.
feel like you could add on to that the motive of running against Sass.
Hmm. And the proof of anarchy time begins now.
Yeah.
And Riles was online, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, how much gunpowder does Luna have stockpiled? Typically, like how much would they have?
Yeah. That's a question.
Luna likes to collect resources. Currently, she has several thousand, both tin and copper, that's just sitting unused. So, if she was collecting resources, like gunpowder, she would tend to collect a lot.
Uh-huh.
So what are the accusations?
Riley.
All right. So we have one accusation for Ren.
Yeah, I think that Lucas was also thrown out there a little bit for the whole bee thing if he had all of that set up, and being the one to see the blast.
Mm-hmm.
Emo was mentioned for a little bit of having maybe similar farms to Luna and also being on at the time. I think those were the major three.
Is anybody accusing Luna or JMO?
I'm not willing to accuse them, but I'm not going to write them off. I mean, they definitely supplied something. They, like, whether it was like on
1,000
purpose.
gunpowder per second is quite a bit.
Oh, whoa. Well, it. A clip from Hilo's VOD.
What did I do?
So there was a point at the very beginning of Hilo's stream where he was apparently in the voice chat with somebody who I'm not sure who it was, but I think it was Riles Man.
I can confirm if you.
Where he
send the
says
clip.
something along the lines of, "I agree to no collusion, considering we are live on twitch.tv/hilovids."
That's probably Riley. That sounds like a Riley thing to say.
So this was before anything went down. So I have a feeling that one of these two might have maybe known that something was going to happen.
Oh, did
And
you just
where?
post it?
Can I?
But this could have definitely been relating to just the TNT under the courthouse, though.
Yes. And can I confirm that? This kind of clears up Sass's name as well. So I believe I think I sent a screenshot at one point. I don't remember where it was. It was my conversation with Sass, and this was 7 o'clock is the plan. Okay, I think I have a plan to sort of distract people because I couldn't get the wireless transmitter to work. So bullet 1, Sass couldn't get the wireless transmitter to work. That's a potential fuse not working. So then I asked, was the TNT under the courthouse, was that Sass's? I thought it was somewhere else, because Sass had told me about the TNT under the courthouse.
Is there still TNT under the
No, so that's the one I cleared up from the stream. And he was colluding with Blue Dog to set off the TNT under the courthouse. And it's important to say, Sass says, and I quote, "The one thing we had all planned out, and you just wanted symmetry." I feel like that's like a Freudian moment where, like, you wouldn't accidentally say, the only thing we had planned, you know, if you had multiple things planned, you know? I feel like that might just be like a semantics argument. But then, and I put the TNT back in Sass's base for Sass to use up, to which I then said, what the hell, was that you? And Sass said, why would I blow up my own country? Question mark. And I believe that's posted a few days back.
I've never seen Sass's base
to no collusion.
before it was a crater, but was it like an
Agreeing to no
impressive,
collusion.
like sprawling landscape of buildings?
Agreeing to no collusion. Seeing that I'm live on twitch.tv/.
It was one building, I believe. Wasn't it? Or was it more? I remember the restaurant.
I
was it?
visited that morning because I wanted to see it because I hadn't gone over there yet, and there was a couple buildings.
Okay, so it like, but there was obviously a lot of work put into that.
Yes.
Like enough to voluntarily be willing to put TNT under and explode.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, so I think that does kind of clear Sass, because I know I would not want all my stuff exploded. It was
Yeah,
a lot of work.
Yeah, no, I can't see any rational decision making leading to wanting to blow up your own city.
The only thing I can see is fear mongering.
Yeah, like trying to sow fear in the
In order to get ahead of the election.
yeah, that's fair. But another thing about Lucas as a suspect, didn't he launch a Wither-based terrorist attack on Town Hall immediately after the election?
Yes.
Okay.
That is also confirmed.
So-
I'd also like to point out that Sass's item shed was completely unharmed as far as I'm aware. That was pointed out to me by Thronier when we were investigating.
Yeah, well, also, I mean, this will clear Lucas up a little bit. In a like conversation I personally had with him, he said that his attack was like I'm kind of paraphrasing here because I don't remember exactly what he said, but basically the gist of what he was saying was that like he didn't really like his attack was the Wither attack. That was his grand attack. Like that was what he wanted to do. So, I mean, I feel like he would have been honest about placing that much TNT and blowing it up because that's just impressive. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Anybody have any other?
We've answered too many questions.
Good night, Ninja.
Good night.
We thank you so much.
So right now, our two people have been officially accused are Riles man, and to a lesser extent, Blue Dog.
I'm gonna also maybe put a nudge at Luna. Luna's on a lot.
How hard is it?
There's
to
a
get the
lot.
resources?
Not hard at all. She has a portal in the cursed,
Luna.
she has a floating thing above the cursed island to the northeast. And there's just an open portal that anyone could go through if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen like surface deep though. Like, where do they keep their chests?
Alternate dimension.
I think they're either out in the open or they're in a computer, aren't they?
Yes.
I'm pretty
Luna
sure.
has set up an ME system.
Yeah, which isn't it password protected?
It is now. I do not know when
Okay.
that started.
Hmm. So
This is like
It-
12
it
Angry
would've
Men. We're all locked in here until.
it would have been really easy to steal that gunpowder, correct? Is there any way to see who enters and leaves that alternate dimension, or
No.
no? Is that
No.
not logged? Okay.
Because anyone with one of these, or that goes through the portal, can enter the dimension.
Or anybody who walks through the portal.
I said through the portal.
Oh.
Well,
What,
And-
what I hold in my hand is a dimension changer.
I
Set
also
to
have-
the mining dimension that Luna occupies.
I have a waystone in my base that goes directly there. Does anybody else have any waystones set up that can lead directly to that dimension?
I don't have one directly to the dimension. I do have a waypoint at. Oh, I don't have one at Luna's. I have one at Andrea's and I believe Ninja's.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, waypoint is in like that stone thing that has enchanting table language
Since
on
I'm
it?
since I'm a mod, I can set. You know, like how you have your death waypoints appear on the map.
Yeah.
I can set those and teleport to those. So I have one at Andrea's base and one at Ninja's base because they're fairly far out.
I don't know if it's been mentioned yet, but she has a waste stone in her dimension. I don't think that was set up prior to the explosion, but anyone else who has a waste stone can teleport to it.
Yeah, like I have one of those waystones.
Right, yeah.
Interesting.
But does anybody else have a waystone
One
that we know
I
of?
do not.
I do not.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello? So, I'm sorry to say, but you've been named one of the 3 suspects for the SAS bombing.
Yeah, I see.
I'm thinking it more as like a supply thing. Like, did you notice any of your gunpowder go missing?
It was it's a number I couldn't remember, so I don't really exactly know.
But some did go missing. Yes.
Well, I'm not sure if it either got voided or was stolen. Because I also had a pipe leading to a void chest, which deletes items upon entry. So some of it might have gotten voided, but I'm not entirely sure.
Have you ever noticed anything go missing?
I have too much stuff to realize, so.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Also, the waystone was placed after the explosion
Okay.
to my dimension.
Sass asked what he missed because his game crashed. I don't think he missed anything. We were just going through some accusations and kind of talking about them. Does anybody have any other information? Otherwise, I just say perhaps we let the judges create a verdict.
I I mean, I'll throw out there in case there is still any suspicion on me for anything. In terms of motive, I was actually told a few hours prior to the election. Sass had told me that he was dropping out, so I didn't have any motive to try and like attack him prior to the election. I didn't even know he was going to continue to run.
Did you tell Roseman that?
I don't
not
think
that I-
Rousman was there now.
Okay, so I was AFK too long.
Goodbye.
Okay, so
Imagine
our
people just
three
pop in and out of reality.
our three suspects, which I mean I would knock one out. I don't think after everything I've heard, I don't really think Luna had any intention with this.
I happen
So
to
that
agree.
just leaves Riles and Blue Dog.
Yeah.
You're very echoey.
Yeah, well, everyone else is echoing too. There's somebody who's.
Does that make it any better?
Some-
Or
Okay, yeah, that fixed. Oh,
Bet.
sorry. Oh,
You're good.
Okay, thank you for showing up. You're no longer a suspect. You can go back to, if you want to, you can go back to doing whatever you were doing.
I think I'm just gonna chill in here until I get my stream set up.
Hey. Should we move our 3 judges to a channel so they can deliberate?
yes.
Sure.
Alright, I got you
Yeah,
guys.
go for it.
Have fun. I realize Sass isn't online. If it's Riles Man, we're gonna have to find a way to build a prison and contain him.
Yeah, I will 100%. If Riles, if Riley ends up getting convicted, I will 100% build a prison.
I would love him to do a prison stream, honestly.
Yep.
I just wanna watch him be in prison.
Honestly, you could just spend the stream just trying to escape the prison.
Exactly. I think we made it. Thank you for the follow, Avery. Welcome, welcome. Silence fell across the crowd. Sass, will you be rejoining?
Honestly, other than the stuff presented, I have literally no idea who could have done it. Like,
My concern is still the hole in the TNT.
right? Yeah, as far as I'm aware, TNT can't do that. Like, I have no idea what could have.
The only thing I thought of that it could have been was if we turned off the explosive, like, you know, we turned off the TNT's power to explode. If someone was like on the ground there, maybe it could have removed the block somehow, but it's too thick. Like, so I don't know how it could have removed like 2 layers of bedrock.
The explosion patterns also didn't match up with what normal TNT would look like. There were overhangs, so the TNT would not have reached that far.
That's the part that still makes no sense to me. I don't know enough about magic mods, but it feels like it would be a magic mod. But again, I don't know enough to say that for sure.
Yeah, by myself either. I mean, the only one I've even slightly gotten into is Astral Sorcery, and I've done enough to get a wand.
And even nukes don't do that. Like,
Right, yeah.
nukes are the biggest explosion in the game. So like, I remember at one point there being like I think there is a value that you could that can explode bedrock in Minecraft, but it's too high to like get. So I just wonder if like server shenanigans accidentally caused something like that.
Huh. I mean, yeah, unless it was like while everything was lagging out, like the server kind of like broke it a little bit to not load in those like blocks. Like maybe like something like skipped or something where it didn't like register like this is a block that can't be broken by explosives. I don't know other than that how it could be answered. I mean, someone said like someone might have been down there in creative to break it, but everyone lagged out of the game, so I don't understand how someone could be down there to do that. So, I don't know.
Well, they call for me. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how's it going?
Okay.
I'll be sitting in for
real
SAS.
quick. You mentioned something about you mentioned something about like times in creative mode, but can you even?
Yeah, so I can explain exactly why and when everybody went into creative mode. So the only instances, you know, I've gone into creative mode a few times to help people get items, hence like the flux. You know, if people need building stuff, etc. Need help building stuff. The other was when we were actually building the hall that we used for the election. Wadam Landrea came and she put herself in creative mode, and I was like, no, we're going to do this, you know, outside of creative mode. So she accidentally put her, so like the only instance was her putting herself in creative mode, you know, because of an accident, essentially. Worm.
Wait, no, give it back. That's my worm.
What did you do?
Here, look.
Wait, where'd my worm go?
There you go.
By the way, David,
put 'em on
did
the
you
wall.
notice the torches?
I did. They're wonderful. So I would say probably the only, like, I think it's not Wadam Andrea, because that was the only time she was in creative. I don't think Maya went into creative, and if so, I think it was for the same thing, helping me build some stuff.
And you said that Lucas was not in creative.
Lucas, yeah, Lucas wasn't opt until after. Rylesman, I don't think Rylesman went into creative. Again, SAS did, and we already talked about that. The 19 minutes, and even so, I would argue 19 minutes isn't enough to place the amount of TNT that was placed. IMO.
Honestly, I'm not sure we have enough information to render a verdict.
That sounds good.
Do you think that Riles like
Would Riley? Probably.
well,
Riley would definitely. This is something he would do.
do you think that the explosion could have like possibly do you think that the explosion could have like the server crashing and all that mess? Do you think that that could have messed up logs in the immediate
No,
moment?
it wouldn't. I even looked so when crashes happen, they log everything in a crash report, and I even checked those.
Yeah.
I think it's to me it's the TNT thing, and I feel like we were just talking about this in the other chat, that even the hole in the bedrock was probably caused by the server crashing. Don't really know how, but that's our thought process.
The hole in the bedrock is irregular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that could have easily been somebody like that could have easily been somebody trying to like
Nobody could have
cover
done it
themselves.
after. That's the thing, is nobody could have done it after the fact. Because we were immediately looking at the hole after.
So the hole in the bedrock isn't really a tell.
Unless there are some magic mods that explicitly can break bedrock. I can't think of any explosion that can.
I can't think of any reason why any mod would want to do that.
I can't either.
I don't know of anything like that. There is a mod that has bedrock mining, but the bedrock never breaks. You just get resources from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you can drill oil out of bedrock, but
Oil Baron, forget he said that.
Yeah. There's... You can't... I don't think you can get it anywhere.
Only creative mode.
Yeah, you can only use bedrock. You can't, like, even get it by mining anything. So, that's just the weirdest part to me. Listen, if you want to make a verdict, you don't have to know everything. Go with your gut. The people out there are hungry for blood.
Honestly, I feel like it's Riles more than anyone.
it's Riles all the way,
Listen.
based off of everything we've heard.
If you arrest Riles, all that happens is we just put him in a prison. And then he gets to stream from prison. And that's entertaining.
Yeah, that's entertainment. Like,
So do what you need to do.
Like, that's views right there.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
know what you're...
it's content.
Exactly. Look at that, you
It's
guys.
Content.
Mhm.
We got content.
Anyway.
It's content, baby. Let's go.
I think they've come to a decision. Hello. Rilesman did just send a message, so we actually might want to see if he has a testimony.
Oh yeah, sure, go for it.
Oh, Rilesman just got offline. Well, anyway, continue.
We need to wait for the other judge to join the... VC before we render the verdict.
I should probably just drag him. Hello.
Alright, are we all back in? Okay.
I think...
Okay, court is now back in session. Our third judge has disappeared, so there's nothing we can do about that. We're here to render the verdict. Okay, the court, find Rilesman 725 guilty of blowing up Sass's base.
What is the punishment?
He is sentenced to 5 years of Minecraft jail with opportunity for parole.
And 2 minutes of community service.
Of course, that means we'll have to hire people to build the jail.
I think it should be 19 minutes for every minute Sass was in creative, right?
well, go. How long was the explosion process? Like, how long was the server broken?
The server was broken for probably about 15 minutes.
That's how many minutes of community service he has. Alright, is that all?
Yeah. I mean, if the sentence has been executed, I mean, if it's gonna
Sentence has been passed.
later. Next time
Alright.
we can put him in the newly built jail.
Alright, court is adjourned.
Coffee has
Thank
a
you.
good idea. Build the jail in the bedrock hole.
I have punishment in my hand right here. I have a gun. I'm out of ammo.
I have a chainsaw. Okay.
I have a worm.
The sentence has been passed. Court is now adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm writing it all out.
I've left this dimension behind.
Everybody pull out your cacophoniums and just start clicking it. That's the clapping.
Avery does bring up a wonderful point. 5 Minecraft years in jail is 25 days in real life,
Oh my god.
which
I
is
think that's
funny. I mean, like it. So we could say Rylesman has to live in jail for 25 real life days,
We
and
can
then
make
with the opportunity for parole.
we need
Yes.
to give him some content in jail. We
Mm-hmm.
need to put some content in there. No content for 25 days.
I love it. Rylesman, do you have a testimony? Immediately after. Verdict! Rylesman guilty of destroying. Maya, did you have anything in regards to the government we needed to settle while we're all here?
Oh, about deeds or currency, starting currency, and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that you had thrown out doing 10 stamp, or yeah, it was 10 stamps, which the lowest value of stamps is 20 yen, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would leave everyone with 200 yen?
Mm-hmm.
Or, okay.
That's just what I was thinking. I'm open, I'm open to anything. I was just, we can really set it to be whatever.
Right.
Do,
I mean,
do,
it gives enough people like a good chunk of money to start with, and enough to still like barter or set up shops or do whatever else they want to do with them.
do we have to buy land we already have? Like we already have deeded?
Yes, any deed that is made prior to or after this definitely needs to be
This
bought.
is but
What if we
this
tried
is
to make
basically Marxism.
what if we made the deed but we can't copy it at City Hall because the thing is only giving out deeds to Hilo Corp?
It is still legitimate. I had the same issue earlier. Once we get the copying machine sorted, then we will start to actually fully collect everyone's formal deeds.
Because my deed was made but far before this trial.
Quick question. My deed is irregularly shaped. Let me just hand it to Maya over here, so she can proofread this.
As long as you can get the
Oh,
area,
I'll
we
pick
can
it back
calculate
up.
how much it costs.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna say that all deeds have to be square.
Good.
Because otherwise it's incredibly complicated to try and figure it out, and we're trying to keep this very simple.
Yeah, just build a big square around your base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Avery asks how to buy stamps. So, and generally we are.
Stamps are the currency.
Yes, stamps are the currency. We're not selling them. You can only get them through community service or winning events. At like some sort of like games or something, or trading for other people's stamps. Everybody will give sort of a starter set of stamps.
Right. I think that we had talked about like even just like participating in like community events will get you a few of them as well.
Participation, yeah.
Rylesman has responded in the Discord.
We'd love to see it.
Oh,
and now that and now I will go to everybody, and I will turn off the ability to send messages in this channel, and we will archive it.
He's trying to fight it by not showing up to the trial. Nope. Thronier has an announcement.
Snooze, you'll lose.
Chet McLovin is live. Oh wow! Oh wow! Is Chetty
Well,
streaming?
Now that the trial has, well, are we getting our stamps right now, or can we get them later?
I would like to opt to get mine later,
Yeah, I'd probably opt to get him later.
Yeah.
because
Okay.
you know I'm tired. I
trial
go to
is
sleep.
over,
I
I
go to
have
sleep
not
at a
eaten
reasonable time.
since like 11 o'clock, and I'm starving, so I will be getting some food.
Damn it! We almost got it.
Hold up,
Anybody
hold up.
still online after this
Hey,
needs
hey,
a bedtime.
hey. With what
Oh.
kind of evidence did I do this? What on earth went on to say that I did it?
YOLO.
What kind of crappy evidence were y'all looking at that came up with me, the culprit?
Well,
There was conclusive evidence. If you
What?
wanted to fight it, you probably should have been at the trial.
Mm-hmm.
What conclusive tell me what the conclusive evidence was.
You were at the scene
You
of the
can watch
crime.
VOD for that.
You were the only one opt. You were at the scene of the crime. You know Minecraft enough to create creeper farms. You know
In
mods enough
Anarchy
to be able to have placed this. The anarchy message.
Motive.
Okay. If we're talking about the anarchy meshes, I love how you left out the timestamp because that was literally after Maya won president, which was like 2 hours after Sass's base.
No, I mentioned that
Then how? What?
because
Why
like
does
it was
that
like
have
a it was like a anarchy time immediately after you did it. You know.
Anarchy at Arc was because I didn't win president. That was the whole. That was the whole anarchy thing.
All you have to do is spend 25 real life days in Minecraft prison.
What?
don't worry, it's content.
Or if you do one stream while in Minecraft prison, we'll put you on parole.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm cool with
Hey,
that.
Maya.
Yes.
Just know there's a whole lot of hurt coming.
I wasn't even on the
He's gone. That was my thing. Nobody
That is so threatening.
Yeah. Nobody tell him who the judges were.
Yeah, it wasn't even.
Yeah.
Maya.
I'm not equipped enough to defend myself against that yet.
face leveled again.
Put the judges in witness protection.
Okay, well, if that's that, I'm gonna go eat. I am starving.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to take a breather, and then I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Yeah, I was just about to say, Jerry, I'm gonna be in like 20 minutes for Among Us.
Oh, so I got
I'd
20
love to, but
minutes.
I'm going to
Yeah. We just finished up here.
So we got 20 minutes.
Yeah. Play some
What do I
Gridiron.
need to set up?
Just download Better Crew Link. If anybody wants to play Among Us with us, download Better
Somebody
Crew
send me
Link.
the link.
I would, but I haven't eaten.
It's in announcements in
I'll see y'all later.
general. Yeah. All right.
Wait, is it on the other server or on this server?
It's in announcements in main server.
Okay.
It is a month's time. I'm gonna go grab
I only
some
have
water and
7
stuff.
viewers. Who is viewing my stream?
Everybody. You know what? I should. Oh, does it count for Among Us if I play Among Us on Ryan's stream and I raid Ryan?
No, it'd be better if you do it on yours.
Okay.
Probably.
Bet.
Oh, I see. A better queue. So wait, do you just have to download this, or how do you? What do you?
Yeah, you just download it and then you just.
Hold on. Do I have to clone it, or do I just download the exe file? Like, what's the?
Actually, let's hop back to Andy real quick.
Alright.
Still chilling in there.
Jerry can.
Yeah. I'll see you guys in just a second. Hey, I'm gonna grab water, but
Okay.
we if you guys want to, we're gonna play Among Us at 10:30, or I guess technically whenever this is done. But
I might hop in. I'm basically done with the one final. I just need to like go in it.
Do it. Do it.
Not bad.
I'm good.